So what we got today, first thing, is this mini split system here. As we see, we have a bunch of water going right back up against the house, and that has caused some issues, and they've had to cut some drywall out and stuff at the floor. So what we're going to do is we're going to extend that drain pipe right there over into that drainage, you know, the soffit, not soffit, gutters, that's the word I was looking for. So hang in there with us, and I don't know if this will be a short or an actual video or a reel or whatever, but we'll figure it out. So I got a T. Now the reason I did a T here is so that if we ever need to suck the drain out, we have access to it. Cardi, will you grab that bucket and dump that over for her, please? And he just made the drywall even worse. I'm joking. He couldn't help it.
Get all that water.
It's 5 gallons. Now, here you go. So, no. Hey, get us a step-up bit in that other drill. Because we're going to have to drill into that plastic there. Alright, so as soon as he gets back, we'll start running this stuff. And I've just got some, I call them P-clamps, but they're one-hole straps that we picked up. These little things, and that's going to hold the tubing up against the house. It's quarter. Long screws. All right, Cardi, hold the tension out of this for me, or put tension on this. Scoot on down. I'm glad we got 20 foot.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
All right. Like I always say, I'd rather be lucky than good.
Yeah.
Man, that spider's coming right for me.
Flying.
Like a crazed man on a mission.
Wait, was that couple of
Yeah. Bunch of spiders on the backside of this house.
Never realized that now. It's like,
All right, where is that drill? Okay. All right, let me get in there. Sure. Give me a pair of pliers. I'm gonna pinch that up. Over. I'm not gonna pinch that tube up, but I'm gonna pinch this up enough to where it'll hold it, so it ain't sagging on the side of the house. Like so. Man, when you're good, you're good. All right, so that's extending a drain. I mean, I don't know who would benefit from this, but if it helps you, then by all means, please use it. And now we're gonna do a clean check on this house, and I will turn you back on when we're there. All right, so we're here at a preventative maintenance call. If you don't know what preventative maintenance is, I'm gonna take you through our checklist of everything that we need to be watching for and looking and testing. And we'll see if there's anything going on with this system. So we're gonna give Cardi this drill. Now this is a heat pump. It's American Standard. If you don't know, American Standard and Train I mean, they're made in the same place. They're the exact same thing. It's just one's painted a different color and we get a different sticker. So first we're gonna remove that panel right there.
I ain't gonna lie. You got the gauge.
I got the what? Yeah, I got it. Yes. All right. So that exposes us to our contactor, capacitor, hard start kit, defrost board. Let's remove this panel right here. Sweet.
Lovely.
So an air conditioning system has to be running to check the charge. It has to. So, while it is running, we're gonna go ahead, get the adjustable Cardi, and we're gonna get some gauges on this thing. It's 410A system. So, here we have a liquid line, we have a suction line. One is pushing it into the coil, one is sucking it back. Get your sensors out. You got to be real careful with refrigerant like that. It will burn you. It hurts. Anybody in the field can tell you that. Don't it hurt, Cardi?
Exactly. That's why you should get the low loss fitted if you ain't ready for it.
Yeah, it'll help. But with low loss, then you have to sit there and drain the refrigerant out of it every single time. So we're gonna put you right there, put you right there. This is how we accurately test refrigerant. our subcooling is 9 degrees. I don't know if you can see that, but 8 degrees. And you have to give refrigeration, you know, a few minutes. The factory will recommend like 5 to 8 minutes, something like that, to let it run. So you know that the refrigerant in there is actually really boiling. Because this thing says that we are boiling at 37 degrees, which it's warm outside right now, but we should be a little bit above that. We'll give it just a few minutes. Now obviously if it wasn't keeping the house up to temperature, they would be calling, but we have a label here, right here, and it will tell you 8 plus or minus 3 subcooling. So that's what those sensors do for us. They help us do superheat and subcooling. This is superheat on the suction side, subcooling. So we're at 4 right now, and I don't think it's lying to us. So the system is just a little bit low on refrigerant. So we'll address that, but something else that we haven't done yet is gone underneath the house. If the filter's really dirty, that prohibits airflow that can cause the readings to be a little off. So before we just get gung-ho and dump refrigerant in there, we're going to know everything about the system and then make our decision. So from here, we want to pull the disconnect. Oop. Things that I need to be looking for is burnt wires, any of that kind of stuff. Now what he's doing is checking the capacitor. Without that capacitor, you won't run. Your compressor won't start, your fan motor won't start, nothing. So on the sides of capacitors, it will tell you the microfarad rate, like what it should be testing. And we'll go through that as soon as he gets everything loose. For this video, Cardi, let's take that loose. Yeah, we'll put it on top of the unit. I think it'll be easier to see everything that way. All right, so this is a capacitor. Now, it says 35 plus 5 UF, so that's 35 plus 5 microfarads. Now, you're going to find your common terminal, touch one leg to that, go to Herm. That's your 35 side. It tested 34.5, so that's perfect. I'm going to keep my common terminal on, and I'm going to switch this other one to the fan. It should have been 5. It is 5.03, so this capacitor right here is perfectly fine.
Seems like somebody had changed it every time.
I changed it not too long ago, maybe a summer or so ago. A lot of time during summer when it gets really hot, these capacitors will just pop. That's just what they do. They don't like the heat very much. But who does like the heat? I don't like it either. All right. So we put our Herms on. That goes to the compressor. Common, you can always tell your common wire because it will come off the top of the contactor there. And then this other common goes to our blower motor. You have to have common to complete a circuit, meaning something won't work unless it has a common. Just like the contactor here. See, this is your signal, but if you notice, you got 24 volts and common. Okay, and then this other terminal, this brown, goes to our fan. Now, something that we like to do in preventative maintenance is we want to check amp draw. So we'll take an amp meter, which is a meter like this right here. We'll turn it on, and we will just pick a wire, like a hot leg. You could also went through the main voltage, it doesn't matter, just one leg though. And this is going to tell us if something's struggling, what the unit's actually drawing. So we're going to plug that back in. and of course the system's not calling anymore. But we've already checked pressure, so we're not concerned about the fan running inside. We just want to see what the unit's drawing. And of course you get a little bit of spike there at the beginning, but it should go down just a little bit. Now, I will say, you see it crawling up. The reason that is because that compressor is going to struggle because the fan's not going. So we're only drawing about 7, 8 amps in normal operation. That's fine. That's nothing excessive. It's on a 30 amp breaker if that puts it in perspective. So we're going to take our sensors off. Now, put those back up. Just make sure when you put them in that these sensors are like up. So we've got all that squared away. The system sounds fine as far as, you know, just noise, things like that. That seems like a lot, but it's just no way you can avoid it. All right. So always put our caps back on. It's another point for a leak. Switchover valve works. Now you don't want to crank these. There's no reason. Just snug. Very gently. All right. Now we can go ahead and put these doors back on. Go ahead and put those gauges back up. I'm going to go around and get that water hose. Then we'll spray this outdoor unit out. Anytime that I have access to a water hose and stuff near a unit and we're doing preventative maintenance, I always try to spray them out. It's just sometimes you don't have access or their spigot doesn't work, and kind of hard to do it if it doesn't work. So this one works. We used it to clean a mini split filter earlier. This unit's not really bad. Nobody's blown grass all over it. I mean, it's getting older now. It's got a little bit of grime to it, but it's not ever been terrible. Some of these, you know, people put in front of a dryer vent and stuff, and it really messes them up over time. So outside, the main thing is listen for the noises. I mean, you can generally tell if the compressor's sitting there struggling because they'll rattle on startup sometimes. That's just your early warning signs of future problems. So after that, you want to check your amp draw, you want to check your charge, you want to look at your contactor, and then you're going to want to check your superheat, subcooling. Some labels will tell you what it should be, some not. A lot of brands don't, but this brand does. That's one good thing about it. And my hose isn't long enough to get me over to the other side, but like I say, it's fine. Okay. Next, we want to go underneath the house. We want to look at the filter, we want to check the evaporator, we want to check the blower, all that good kind of stuff. Now we can put that door back on. I don't think he hit the hole.
Oh, that's wrong.
Bruh.
Yeah, crazy.
Alright, let's get our bag. We'll just set our gauges up here so we don't forget them.
Dang, bro.
Yeah, it's solid. Alright. Turn my light on here. Alright. Not a bad crawl space, a little dirty, but not too bad. Okay. Now again, this is just a heat pump that we installed, I don't know, back in 2012, so time flies when you're having fun. Because it doesn't feel like it's been that long ago, but it has. Alright, so first order of business, this is a Honeywell filter. Your house may just have a simple basic 1-inch. I try to install these everywhere that I can fit them. I really like them, they do a good job, and you only have to change them once a year. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but I mean, it's time. It's definitely time. So we will go ahead and change that out. All right. There's that. Now, if you're going into these cabinets, a lot of what we do, we have to work on these things live, you know, tests and stuff, but some of the things that we're testing, you don't have to either, actually. Oh. Let's pull this out and inspect. Oh no, the coil's up here. I was thinking of it right there, like normal. Yeah, this model's a little different. So, exit everything that I just said. But anyway, what we would recommend always, especially if you're new to this, kill your power. Getting shocked isn't any fun, and getting your hands cut off, that's not even fun either, so kill your power. And next most important part is remember to plug it back up before you leave, because if not, you will be back. Again, ask me how I know.
Man, that did it.
Oh, 100 times. I had to drive all the way. Yeah, you got to keep going, man. Yeah. These screws are longer than you think. But certain models, it's like a quarter turn. It was a weird time.
Yeah, the quarter turn ones are cool.
I don't like this model. I was super excited about it back in the day, but
really?
Working on it is just not what I wanted to do with life. No, I ain't yanking. Don't you put that off on me, Ricky Bobby.
Ricky Bobby.
All right, we're good. Oh.
Need him.
Yes, we do need him. All right, so this right here is an evaporator coil. Yes, but Cardi, that's just metal. That's aluminum. Yes, it's a completely aluminum coil. So even though we see rust, that's just little pieces of metal. It's not what is sealing the refrigerant for us. So we're not concerned with that. Got a little bit of mold. I mean, that happens. These crawl spaces get very, very humid, and you're running like really, really cold air through it, so it sweats. Now, one could use bleach and clean this up, and that may be something that we recommend. But if you don't run like a dehumidifier or something down here, it's just gonna, over time, it's gonna happen again. It didn't hurt.
Yeah, just that initial, like, you usually your body's used to going ahead and just...
Going ow?
Yeah.
Okay, so just like outside, any compressor, any blower motor, anything has a capacitor. So we will test that. Now, we want to grab the wheel, see if there's any movement from up to down, you know, from this way to that way, because that shaft, the bearings can get weak. That's good and tight. And we see it's not grimy at all. So we want to test that capacitor there. So in cooling, there's only two things inside this heat pump that I'm really concerned with. Number one is that is clean. Number two, that's clean and that spins and works in the capacitor. And so far, we're good. It's a little tight.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, just take it loose.
Oh my gosh.
Screwdriver. Where's the screwdriver? You had it.
No, you
had it.
Camera shows.
Nah, we'll edit, remember?
See,
That's the power. That's the power.
Only the person that has it, the camera in the vicinity.
Bro, is it open? No, you should be able to get on it.
On there, right? Yeah.
There you go.
I thought it was done.
All right, so this one should read 15 microfarads. Ooh. It read. No, you're on it.
Yeah, well, you have. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is something that we will mention.
It's getting there.
Yeah, it's
And
not.
that'll stop the
blower from running. Yes, it will just sit there and hum, get hot,
be weak,
and shut down. But the outdoor unit will not, and that coil will freeze. Only two reasons you'll ever freeze: lack of refrigerant, lack of airflow. Tighten it up all the way.
there is no all the way.
Yes, there is. There's always an all the way. All right, you give up too easy. All right, so put that back up. So that's it in cooling preventative maintenance. Now we'll go and discuss everything with the customer and put this thing back together. And again, make sure we plug her back in. Okay. Hitting somewhere up top. I don't think that's what it's doing. There it went. Is it grabbing?
Yeah. Well, that one's got this thing in the way, so it's hard to.
I sold another mini split yesterday. Dude, it ain't because I want to. They just called.
Yeah,
it's out there at Flat Creek. You remember the dude with the cork floors and all that?
He wants one now?
Like with his own lake and everything? Yeah.
Dang,
But it's literally just drill a hole through a wall, mount.
Just one?
Just mount one head.
Yeah, we're good. I don't like doing multiple. And it's not even mini splits ain't the bad part. It's depending on how we gotta run them things.
And how far you got to get into the walls and everything
That's
else.
where it's
That's where it's fun. But that's a problem for another day. So
we'll leave that to the people of that day.
all right, so we're back together. Close your disconnect up there. And we will see you on the next one.